We are studying the cell biology and biotechnology, and in the previous video we had discussed about the uses of biotechnology. Biotechnology, it plays a very important role in each and every field of our life. One of the use of the biotechnology that is used in the food biotechnology. This we had already studied in the previous chapter that the various food item like yogurt, cheese production, bread production, we are using the microorganism, and by using the techniques of biotechnology, we are using the transgenic microorganisms, transgenic varieties of this microorganism in order to get the more and more qualitative as well as a quantity of the food item, and so that production of our country, it is increasing by means of this biotechnology. Then the next one is the DNA fingerprinting. You might have heard this name, DNA fingerprinting. What is the DNA fingerprinting? Actually, by using the biotechnology, we had डिस्कवर द होल ह्युमन जिनोम. म्हणजे आपण या बायोटेक्नॉलॉजीच्या मदतीने जे काही PCR टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे किंवा रिकॉम्बिनेंट DNA टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे, याच्या मदतीने आपण आज ह्युमन बिईंगचा संपूर्ण जिनोम आपण आज शोधून काढलेला आहे. मग आता नेमकं DNA फिंगरप्रिंटिंग म्हणजे नेमकं काय आहे? सपोज एखादा क्रिमिनल असेल आणि त्यांनी एखाद्याचा खून करून गेला आहे आणि त्याचे काही ठसे त्या ठिकाणी उमटले आहेत. ठसे उमटले म्हणजे काय? त्याचा DNA त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला टेस्ट करता येतो आणि तो ज्याचे ठसे आहेत त्याचा DNA आणि जो संशयित आहे तो DNA जर तो मॅच झाला तर आपल्याला या म्हणजे क्रिमिनल केसेसमध्ये ह्या DNA फिंगरप्रिंटिंगचा, त्याच्यानंतर DNA टेस्टिंग आहे, इलिगल पॅरेंटेज ज्या ठिकाणी असतं, म्हणजे वडील म्हणतात की हे मूल माझं नाही आहे, तर अशा वेळेला DNA टेस्टिंग केलं जातं. सो ऑल धिस इज पॉसिबल ओनली जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द biotechnology. Now we will move towards the important stages in the agricultural development. Friends, we know that India is a agricultural country, and the total production of our country, it depends upon the agriculture. And as the population is growing in an alarming rate, so the food, which is a basic need, that is also increasing day by day. And as compared to that, the number of people or the population, the agricultural land is going on decreasing. So whatever may be the agricultural land is available for us, from that we should have to get the maximum crop production. So for this purpose, we should have to search such alternatives by means of which the production, agricultural production will be increased. म्हणजे जशी लोकसंख्या वाढते आहे तशी तशी अन्नविषयक गरजही वाढत आहे. मग हे जे काही अन्न वस्त्र आणि निवारा या 3 गरजा आहे, यापैकी सगळ्यात महत्त्वाची जी आहे अन्न, ही गरज आपल्याला पूर्ण करण्यासाठी आपल्याला शेतीचं उत्पादन हे नक्कीच वाढवावं लागेल. आणि त्यासाठी सुद्धा for this purpose, this biotechnology, it plays a very important role. Now we will see the first one, that is a green revolution. What is this green revolution? This green revolution is associated with the crop production, total production, agricultural production. And green revolution, the credit for this, it goes to in our India, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan and Dr. Norman Borlaug. He, for the first time, he used the hybrid varieties of the crop plant, and because of which the crop production of the country has been increased. And the credit for this, it goes to Dr. Ernest Norman Borlaug, and Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is also called as the father of the green revolution. सो दिस ग्रीन रेव्होल्युशन, तुम्हाला जास्त डिटेलमध्ये याच्यात नाही आहे, तुम्ही एवढं लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे हे सायंटिस्टचे नावं. आणि ग्रीन रेव्होल्युशन इज असोसिएटेड विथ द ॲग्रिकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट or the agricultural production. And here we are using the improved varieties or the dwarf varieties of the crop plant. म्हणजे मी जसं की मागच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये सांगितलं आहे की जसं की आता गव्हाचं रबी पीक आहे, त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला 5 ते 6 वेळा पाणी द्यावं लागतं, पिकाला त्याला पाणी द्यावं लागतं. आता शेतकऱ्याचे रबी पीक हे पूर्णपणे जे काही स्टोरेज वॉटर आहे त्याच्यावर डिपेंड आहे. मग विहिरीमध्ये जर जास्त पाणी नसेल तर शेतकरी गव्हाची लागवड करू शकणार नाही आणि गव्हाचं उत्पादन घेऊ शकणार नाही. मग आज by using the different techniques of biotechnology, we had discovered such a varieties of the crop plant which can be grown in a less water. By less watering, the crop can be, we can get the crops of such a varieties. Nowadays we are cultivating, and by means of which the total crop production of our country has been increased. So this is a green revolution. And in our India, for the research purpose, various institutes they have been located at different locations in our India. In our Vidarbha, there is a National Citrus Fruit Research Center, Lemon Research Center, which is located at Nagpur. It is at Nagpur, and this Nagpur is also called as the Orange City, and Citrus Fruit Research Center, it is located at that place. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी काय केलं जातं तर त्या ठिकाणी हे जे काही प्लांट्स आहेत त्याच्या क्रॉप प्लांट स्पेशली त्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या इम्प्रूव्ड व्हरायटीज त्या ठिकाणी त्यावर वेगवेगळे प्रयोग केले जातात आणि मग त्या व्हरायटी जिथे सक्सेस मिळाला आहे त्याची ते जे आहे ते जनरल कल्टिवेशनसाठी त्या ठिकाणी रिलीज केलं जातं. नंतर दुसरे जे आहे जे सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं आहे ते म्हणजे IARI, इंडियन ॲग्रिकल्चरल रिसर्च इन्स्टिट्यूट, which is located at New Delhi. Which is located at Delhi, and this is also one of the research institute that is working on the crop plants. Okay. Now the next one is that the white revolution. Word gives them white. आता ग्रीन रेव्होल्युशन हे प्लांटशी रिलेटेड आहे कारण प्लांटचा रंग कसा असतो ग्रीन. तुमच्या लक्षात राहण्यासाठी सांगते आहे. आता हे व्हाईट रेव्होल्युशन कशाशी रिलेटेड? व्हाईट कोणता फूड आयटम आहे जनरली जो बल्कमध्ये लागतो किंवा जो मोठ्या प्रमाणात त्याचं उत्पादन केलं जातं ते म्हणजे मिल्क अँड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट. Okay, so the white revolution, it is associated with the production of a milk. We know that from the white varieties of the cattle, that is cows and buffaloes, the milk production is less milk production is there. But instead of that, if we are rearing the hybrid varieties of a cow like Jersey, then the hybrid variety of buffalo, that is Holstein Friesian, they are the hybrid varieties that are obtained by the cross breeding, that is artificial insemination and all these, and these varieties, from these varieties of the cows, the total milk production of our country has been increased, and the credit for this goes to Professor Verghese Kurien, Dr. Verghese Kurien. Who is this Verghese Kurien? He is a director of Anand Milk India Limited, and the milk product of this company are sold throughout in India under the heading, सगळ्यांना माहीत असेल, आपण सर्वजण ते वापरतो, अमूलचं पनीर आपण घरी आणतो, अमूलचं चीज, अमूलचं बटर. आपले ज्या पावभाजी करते किंवा काही सँडविच किंवा आपले फारच म्हणजे पिझ्झा वगैरे जर करत असेल तर त्यावर जे चीज वापरलं जातं, पनीर, आपण पनीरचा पण बऱ्याच सँडविचमध्ये वगैरे वापर करतो, भाजी बनवली जाते. तर हे जे सगळे आयटम आहे जे आपण अमूल कंपनीचे घेतो तर दॅट अमूल इज द थिंग. A it stands for Anand, M is for milk, U is for union, L is for limited. लक्षात ठेवा सर्वांनी, अमूल हे कोण्या मुलाचं नाव नाही आहे, नाहीतर त्या एखाद्या कोण्या डायरेक्टरच्या मुलाच्या नावाखाली ते नाही आहे. अमूल इज अ आनंद मिल्क युनियन लिमिटेड अँड द प्रोडक्ट दे आर सोल्ड अंडर द अमूल इंडिया लिमिटेड, अमूल प्रोडक्ट्स. ओके, सो दिस इज द व्हाईट रेव्होल्युशन. अंडरस्टँड? नाव द नेक्स्ट वन इज द ब्ल्यू रेव्होल्युशन. आता ब्ल्यू कशाचा रंग असतो? पाणी. ठीक आहे ना, नील. आता नीलक्रांती, यालाच नीलक्रांती किंवा नीलक्रांती मिशन 2016. The another food item which is also important part of our diet, that is the fish and other aquatic, and not just the fishes but the other aquatic animal like the prawns or shrimps. Prawns म्हणजे काय? झिंगे. समजलं ना? Okay, so this is also one of the food item, important food item. And the rearing of the aquatic animal, that is nothing but that is associated with the blue revolution, and the government is providing 50 to 100% subsidies those they are interested in doing the rearing the aquatic animals. So because of fish, the production of the fishes as well as shrimp as well as the prawns, that are also crabs also has been increased because of the, that is a blue revolution. Understand the blue revolution? Next one is that the fertilizers. You know the fertilizer. What is the fertilizer? These are the supplements or the nutrients which are supplied to the crop plant. If we are using the chemical fertilizer, then it will lead to the infertility of the soil. So for this purpose, instead of that, nowadays we are using the biofertilizers like a rhizobia and the anabina, like a microorganism, and the transgenic microbes. They are nowadays we are using by using the techniques of this biotechnology. Next one is that the insecticides. Now we are also using the insect. Generally, the crop plant, they shows the attack of the insect or pest. So to control this, farmer have to spray the insecticides. Different insecticides we are using. That for example, you know, the DDT is there, chlorpyrifos is there, various other insecticides are also there. They are used, and these insecticides or pesticides like malathion, they are also used, but one precaution has to be taken. If we are overusing this, then they are also harmful for the ecosystem. Next one is that the organic farming. This is a new concept, organic farming. Without using any chemical fertilizers or the chemical pesticides, we should have to use only the organic manure, and the plant have to be grown. That is called as the organic farming. And the why we are preferring this organic farming, because the chemical fertilizers and pesticides, they have been if we are using the on large scale, then they are not environment friendly. They will cause the environmental pollution. So that instead of using that, we can use the next, that is the organic farming. The next one is that is the apiculture. Now I will, small part remain, apiculture. You are all familiar with the apiculture. Honey, you are familiar with the honey. You might have eaten apiculture. It is one of the new occupation which is comes ahead. Apiculture, rearing of the honeybees at a commercial level. Rearing of the honeybees. The beehives are maintained. Beehives are there, and in that these honeybees naturally they collect the nectar. They collect the nectar, and in this way the honey, it is collected, which is one of the most important nutritive substance, and it is also having the medicinal value. In Ayurveda, for each and every medicine which is mixed with the honey, and it is given to the patient. In Ayurveda, it is having a much importance, and for this purpose, apiculture, it is done. It is one of the occupation. Government is also supplying the subsidies for the farmers who are selecting this apiculture as one of the occupation. Then next one is that is cultivation of the medicinal plant. Cultivation of medicinal plant. What are the medicinal plant? Simply, the medicinal plants are those plants which are having the medicinal value. We know that there are many such a plants. For example, many plants are present around us that are used as a medicinal plant. For example, the Azadirachta indica means a neem tree, which is a medicinal plant. The another medicinal plant that is Adathoda, म्हणजे अडुळसा, जे खोकल्यासाठी रामबाण मानला जातो. त्याच्यानंतर टर्मरिक आहे. त्याच्यानंतर अजून जे ज्याला आपण कोळसं म्हणतो, ट्रायडेक्स, जे जखम झाल्यावर तिथे लावले जाते. नंतर ऑसिमम, दॅट इज अ तुलसी. सो देन aloe which is having much importance in a cosmetics. So nowadays the cultivation of these medicinal plant, it is also one of the most important occupation which comes ahead. And nowadays we are using these medicinal plant. We are cultivating these medicinal plant which are useful for the welfare of the human being. And the last one is that the fruit processing. Fruit. All of you might have been eaten the jams and jellies and chocolates which are made from the jams and jellies. Fruit crush are there. If you go toward the Mahabadeshwar in our area, then you can get the that is airtight container of the crush. That is a ananas camoza crush, fruit crush, then strawberry crush, then tutti frutti, then some drinks are there. So for this as we know that fruits are nutritious, so that they can easily decompose. So to preserve it, the fruit processing is done, and jams and jellies, they can be prepared from this. And in this way, the biotechnology, it plays a very important role in the welfare of the human being. Friends, here end our chapter. In the next period or in next video, we will start a new chapter. Thank you.